hope you're warm wherever you're at. Here it's super duper rainy. It's been raining for days, and there is a momentary break in the rain right now, which is awesome. But more is scheduled, and if you're somewhere else in the East Coast or Midwest, you're probably dealing with snow and don't even want to hear what I have to say. So it's definitely soup weather, and one of my favorite ones is the one I make for you today. It's a smoky chickpea and potato soup. It's really fast, it's really easy, and I decided that I was just going to have my paper out here. I was trying to do this whole teleprompter thing where I was looking and reading, and it was so hard, and I figured that the handful of people that are actually watching me don't care if I have a piece of paper here. Am I right? You mind? Paper. So, I also wanted to do it up here with my hot plate instead of doing it in the back because it comes together really fast and easy, and you can see better from here. So, let's get started. I've preheated my pot to medium-high. I'm going to start with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Just get that warming up in the pan. This is 1 onion, 1 small onion diced, small diced. That's not very hot. I would like to do all of it. Like it's supposed to make the sizzle noise, right? If it doesn't make the sizzle noise, I think by law you have to start again. So, you know, far be it for me to break the law. We will be trying this again. That's better. To that, I am going to add 2 stalks of celery, also finely diced, just a small dice. About the same size as the onions. I'm going to let this saute for about 5 to 7 minutes. I don't want them to burn. It's okay if they start to get a little caramelization, a little golden brown, but if it looks like it's starting to burn, turn your heat down. You just want the vegetables to soften and for the onions to become a little bit translucent. Okay, so my vegetables are now nice and soft. You can see they're just softened. They're not brown, just softened, been 5 to 7 minutes. This is 2 teaspoons of fresh rosemary that's been finely chopped. If you use dry, you can go for 2.5 to 3. Still chop it though, because nobody wants a big stick of rosemary. The leaves are hard and they're large, and I just don't like having big hunks of rosemary in my food. Next we have 3/4 teaspoons of smoked paprika, and 1 1/4 teaspoons of salt, and 3 cloves of garlic, just pressed into there. Okay, stir that around, just let it cook for about a minute to let the garlic get a little cooked and also to let the herbs start releasing some of their oils. Now you're going to add your vegetable stock. I use vegetable stock and not broth. The difference is that the broth is going to be cloudier. It usually is has more solids in it. So the stock, I wanted more of a clear broth. So it's 3 cups of vegetable stock. This is 1 14-ounce can. I think it's 14 ounces, isn't it? Yeah, 1 14-ounce can of fire-roasted diced tomatoes. 1 14-ounce can of chickpeas, drained and rinsed. 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. You can do as many potatoes as you'd like. I suggest 1 to 2. I did 2 medium red potatoes. A white waxy potato, a yellow potato, new potatoes. All goes in there. Give it a stir to blend in that tomato paste. Now already, oh, I don't know if you can see, it's just super yummy looking. And finally, 2 bay leaves. So I'm just gonna give it a little stir. I am going to allow this to come to a boil. Once it does, I'll put the top on. I'll reduce the heat to low and allow it to simmer for about 20 minutes. You just want to check your potatoes to make sure they're fork done, because that's really all that you're waiting for to cook. Alright, so I'm back, and I actually want to change something I said. I originally had the cooking time at 20 minutes. I actually want to pull it back to 10 minutes. So after I cooked it for 10 minutes, I went back and checked my potatoes, because I like to check midway, and they were done. So at that point, you just turn it off and let it sit for another 10 minutes. Let it sit for even longer. Longer is better because all the flavors just really start to meld and get soaked into the potatoes and the chickpeas and everything. But 10 minutes, quick serve, you're ready to go. So we're gonna take out the bay leaves because nobody wants that. Oh, so good on this rainy day. So let's just put a little bit in the bowl so you can see what it looks like. Oh, it's so good. All right, so you see you have in here, it's really chunky tomatoes and potatoes and the chickpeas, and it's in that nice kind of tomato clear broth. It's really, really one of my favorites. And it's so fast. One of the things that helps it come together so quickly is the fire roasted diced tomatoes. They already have more depth of flavor than you would get with the regular tomatoes. So, you know, if you're gonna be cooking something and you want it to go fast, find things that have flavors infused into them. Like the tomatoes, you could get Mexican style or with green chilies. Things like that, vegetable broth, are gonna just bump up your flavors a little bit more if you want it fast. So that is it. It's ready to go, ready to serve, ready for lunch, dinner. You should go out and try it. It's so simple and easy to make. It's perfect for these cold days. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and tell all your vegan friends. And subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss a thing. Thanks for watching.